time for sports news on the News at 10 with Ayotunde Balogun.
Yes, indeed, Gimba, and it's excitement for the fans of Nigeria's Super Eagles as a captain, John Mikel Obi, is expecting a tough test from the three Lions of England in tomorrow's pre-World Cup friendly game at Wembley Stadium. Mikel believes Gareth Southgate's side will provide a stern challenge for the three-time African champions. Coach Gennett Rowe is expected to use the game to evaluate the team's performance before releasing his final 23-man list for the 2018 World Cup.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of changes in England national team, much younger players, new team, young coach. There's a lot of enthusiasm now, motivation. The England national team wants to do well. The players now wants to do well. You can see from the way they play, you know, they've changed the system. They play five in the back. They're more compact. They concede less goals. I think this is helping England national team. And we know exactly what we will get tomorrow. It's going to be a tough test for us. So hopefully we can go out there and do well.
Three Lions manager Gareth Southgate has overseen England's final training session ahead of Saturday's pre-World Cup warm-up friendly against Nigeria. A newly appointed captain, Harry Kane, will lead a relatively youthful squad out against the Super Eagles at Wembley. Southgate has no injury concerns going into the match, which will be the first of two pre-World Cup warm-ups, with the second against Costa Rica in Leeds on Thursday. Mauricio Pochettino says he's so happy at Tottenham despite interest from Spanish giants Real Madrid Football Club. Zinedine Zidane shocked Los Blancos by resigning on Thursday, barely 5 days after winning his third straight UEFA Champions League. And Pochettino, who is in Spain for the launch of his book, has been tipped as Florentino Perez's preferred choice to replace the Frenchman. And Novak Djokovic came through a grueling 4-hour match against Spanish 13th seed Roberto Bautista Agut to reach the last 16 of the French Open. The 12-time Grand Slam champion was given his toughest test this year, but won 6-4, 6-7, 7-6, 6-2 after 3 hours and 48 minutes. And that's a wrap on sports news. The News at 10 continues shortly.
Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta says that top officials working for the government must undergo a lie detector test as part of tackling down corruption. There were allegations that 8 billion Kenyan shillings, that's about $78 million, had gone missing from a government agency. 40 civil servants have so far been indicted and charged over the alleged theft. The corruption scandal was brought to light by suppliers who had not been paid, so funds allegedly stolen via the National Youth Service, the NYS, through fake invoices and multiple payments. The test is expected to determine employees' integrity. All heads of procurements and accounts in government ministries, departments and agencies have been asked to submit to fresh vetting and polygraph testing. A top North Korean official has visited the White House and delivered a letter from Kim Jong-un to President Donald Trump. The delegation, led by Kim Yong-chol, was first received in an Oval Office by U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo before the August meeting with President Donald Trump. The envoy is the highest-ranking official from North Korea to visit the U.S. in nearly 20 years. His visit comes a day after he met with U.S. Secretary of State in New York to discuss the planned historic summit, which was earlier cancelled by President Trump. The U.S. president now hopes to meet Kim Jong-un in Singapore on June the 12th. And now to entertainment news. Singer Solid Star clears the air on speculations of a disagreement with his former label. Bayowa Ogundele reports.
Many thanks. Here are top stories in showbiz. Former Achievers Record act Solid Star insists there is no bad blood between him and his former imprint. This is following speculations of a rift after he quit his 10-year relationship with Achievers. The singer, who came into limelight with the track One in a Million, which featured Tubaba in 2010, has now joined the League of Artists who manage the business side of their talent as he floats his Shaba Records.
They've been very, very good to me, for 10 years. Apart from being business partners, like they've been supportive to me, family-wise. Do you understand? So it was good working with them, but I just felt it was time for me to start something new.
Hollywood actor of Nigerian roots, Akim K. Kazim, is giving a big nod to women behind America's Me Too campaign, which has resulted in a rise in high-profile sexual harassment cases in the entertainment industry. In an exclusive chat with Entertainment News at an event in Lagos, K. Kazim says he is glad that women in the industry have developed the guts to speak up on the issue, which has been lingering for a long time.
It's been going on for a long time, and it's a real shame. But now it's come to the fore. There'll be less of it.
That's it from me. Thanks for watching. The rest of the news at 10 continue shortly.
And the main news again. Former House of Representative member Opeyemi Bamidele and another APC supporter were shot today in controversial circumstances by a policeman during a rally by the party in Ado-Ekiti. Also today, President Muhammadu Buhari insisted that corrupt individuals are fighting against his administration's anti-graft campaign. He also admitted that recovery of all stolen funds is impossible. And highest-ranking North Korean official to visit the U.S. in almost 20 years today met with President Donald Trump in the White House. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for watching. I'm Gimba Omar. Good night.